Oh, the Voluntary Disclosure Reporting Program. People who are flying 135 or 121 probably know about this. This is the one that allows mea culpa, and as a matter of policy, in response to the mea culpa, the FAA will forego certificate action. If you can show this is how we're dealing with it and all that. The important thing about that, and the reason that the FAA attorney I know mentioned it to me as part of this list, was this program, which is AC 00-58B, the B is important, applies to operators and not human beings. So if you are a 135 pilot and you have an infraction and your company reports it in order to avoid action on their operating certificate or a fine, that does not protect you, the pilot. That actually has a very checkered career. FAA versus Ryan Moshe. Anybody know Ryan? He worked for Key Lime here. In his situation, just to give you to talk about what happened there was a problem with gear extension and gear retraction, which, according to the FAA, Ryan didn't report. And so he was brought up on charges of operating an unairworthy aircraft and failing to report a maintenance problem, which is actually squawking is a 135 requirement. And he defended on the basis that there had been a report by Key Lime Air under the BDRP. And this case went administrative law judge who found for the FAA taking the position it didn't apply to them. Went to the full NTSB, which said the program doesn't apply. Went to the U.S. Court of Appeals, which reversed the NTSB and the FAA and said, nonsense. Look at what 0058 says. It doesn't exclude pilots. And sent it back, and the end result was the charges were dropped against the pilot. In the process of all this, the FAA updated 0058. Now, they couldn't apply retroactively, but they could apply it prospectively, and 58B specifically says it does not apply to individual violations by a pilot. And so that's something to remember, that don't rely on the company's benefit under a program. File your ASRS form.